Hi, everybody. Better late than never. Woo-hoo. It's good to see everybody. Kathy, Jeremy, Callie Debs. How is everybody doing? Oh, you know. Hey, Ethel, how are you? Oh, sorry I wasn't here last week. I did not feel well. I was tired. Sam's in the watch out. What's going on, Sam? So this is something that I kind of been wrestling. This topic is, hi, excuse me. Hey, Craig and Michelle. Oh my goodness. Janet, are you sick? Janet's not usually here making some chicken. Oh my goodness. Janet usually has it's Friday night, family date night kind of thing. So that's why you guys don't see her here much, but I'm sure happy to see you. I hope you're feeling okay. Hi, Kathleen. How are you? So, what the what? I'm not gonna admit to anything exciting here, Janet, but Brett and I might talk about you behind your back. Nothing we wouldn't say to your face, but it's only because we possibly love you. That's all I can say. I'm just, you know. Kathy, everybody's excited to see you, Jan. I tell you, you're okay with it. Good. It wouldn't matter if you were or not. Okay, so this is something that I've kind of wrestled with sharing with everybody. Not that, hi Ty, oh my gosh, round the world coverage here. Mostly I've talked about some of this stuff here. Yeah, it wouldn't matter. That's correct. Right here. Right there. Yep. What's up, buttercups? Mostly I've talked about a few things here and there concerning this particular category, but mostly I haven't talked a lot about it because, I can't share everything with you guys, or can I? It just takes me longer. So I have a list of stuff here. You guys know I never get everything on the list, but what I would really, really like is if there is something that you guys would like me to research and talk about, would you give me some ideas? Hi, Jane. How are you? And let me know. I mean, think about it. Come back, put them in the comments, message me on Facebook, message me on Instagram, wherever, whatever, send me some snail mail. That because I mean, I've got a lot of videos on a lot of things. Now there are some videos that maybe I should redo because they're so old from the farm, and the reception at the farm, we all know, wasn't the greatest. So that's a possibility too. But look, you guys, what is it? It might happen tonight. I am six people away from 6,000 subscribers, and every single one of you in here has helped to get me there. And I cannot even tell you how much I appreciate it. So next week, you see all the eBay swag and stuff I got up there? Next week, we're going to give some of that away because I'm sure by next week I'll have hit 6K. And I want to make sure that those of you that come to my lives and have supported me are going to be the recipients of some of those things. Hi, Cricket. Get those fake accounts and oh, I should go subscribe to myself on my other 5 accounts. No, I'm just joking. That is hilarious, though. I know Jeremy did. Oh, I know there's a bunch. There's a few of you that are subscribed to me. you 60 thing, you. Anyway, so what I want to talk about tonight is vintage children's miniature collectibles. And when I say that, I mean we could go all over the board on things. And it's not necessarily so easy to find depending on where your mind goes, right? The boys as it is to find the girls. Oh, you only subbed twice? Oh man. Did you get your wife to sub to me? I'm just saying, Anyway, crack me up. Hey Sue, how you doing, girl? I'll tell Doug to use all his fake accounts. Where is he? What's up with him? He's been absent the last that's it. Somebody better uh somebody better holler at him. My wife's account. My wife uses my accounts. Well, it's time to make her own account. What's wrong with you? Hi, Brenda from Western New York. Where in Western New York? Because my girl Jan up here. Where are you, Jan? Clear. She's being quiet now. My girl Jan right here is from, well, she was in Rochester, but now she's in, oh my gosh, why can't I spit it out, Jan? Starts with P. So we got some people in here. We got some people in here from, here she is. No heat, so he went to bed. Oh, no. Pavilion. See, it was right there. So we got people all over the place here. Anyway, I got a message, Doug. I haven't talked to him for a little bit and see what's going on. What the heck is going on with that boy? So the huge craze, 45 minutes east of Buffalo, the huge craze among little girls right now, because it's if you saw my thumbnail, you probably have an idea. But hi, Linda from Kansas. How are you doing? Welcome in. Yeah, and if anybody out there is lurking that has never said hey, say hey. We won't bite you too hard. We might leave marks, but we won't take any meat off your off your arm or whatever. Gnaw a little bit on the ankles, whatever. So this is so cool. And I don't know how many of you follow my friend Jody, the toy addict. She's not the toy. She is the toy addict, but it's toy addict on Instagram, on YouTube. She has, yeah, I'm working on her. Jeremy. She has some amazing videos. She's a strawberry shortcake fanatic, but let me just tell you something. Her sister Bree is a Barbie fanatic, and the two of them together, with all of their knowledge of small toys and stuff like that, if you aren't subbed to them and you don't follow, I don't remember what Bree's channel is, and I don't know if Jody has it linked on hers. But I will make sure and get it put in. Hi, Brenda. Oh yeah. Yes. And the airport in Rochester has the coolest area with, it has a life-size, and when I say life-size, Nintendo game, and like the controllers are huge. It is really cool. I spent a little bit of time in the airport because both times I went to see Jan, my plane got derailed. Surgery will be 10/22. I can hardly wait. I wish I could be there to take care of you. I'd slap you to sleep and then slap you for sleeping, because that's what we do when we take care of each other. My mom used to say that. Don't look at my mess. It's getting better. So one of my favorite things, it's on the calendar. Hi, Harry. How are you? One of my favorite things, and let me share this, is, well, this one right here was in my thumbnail. These are Pyrex Ware products, toy plastic replicas. These aren't real, but there are real glass replicas. These are just like Mommy's, and they made more than one kind. I mean, more than one set, I should say. But they are so cool. And you know what? If you didn't know that they were out there, you might never look at these. Someday he's gonna start the 2-drink minimum show again. Yeah, Harry. I need a 1-drink minimum because I don't even know if I can make it through one. I gotta be sitting. Dean is a terrible caretaker. I'll have to be on his. I'll have to be on him. These things are so cool, but you know, when you're at a yard sale or an estate sale or digging through the bins and you see these things, you might want to think you're on too. You might. I'm on half a glass of water. and my B2, because you know that's where it's at. These are so cool, Brett. Let me just tell you, like, it's an addiction. Especially the little refrigerator dishes, right? But they have it all. And these we know are not children. These right here weren't made for children. They're just miniature restaurant ware, but they sure could be for children. Here is some Russell Wright dishes made by Ideal Toy Company. They're amazing. Do you remember being a kid and going through the Sears catalog or whatever catalog came out? And let's see if I can get this open image in. Really? If I could read, it would help. It would help. Oh, for heaven's sakes. Remember these? Remember looking through that? $5.99 for a 12 million piece set. I would have wanted that one. Here's your little Revere Ware set. That might be too much because, you know, you can't really, it's pretty, there, that's a little bit better. Aren't those cool? Hi, Amy. She snuck in. The mini glass children's sets are cool. Oh, yeah. Old Sears catalogs. Oh, they do. The Christmas wish books. Heck yeah. So all of these little toys, here we go. We've got, this one really isn't a kid's miniature toy, but you know, they made all of these little toys. Let's go back. Let's go back a little bit. And because I want you, here's Melmac, but those aren't miniatures. Is that nope, those are single serve. We got to go back one more. We're getting out of the children's miniatures. These right here, as a matter of fact, I have a small set of these. Lot of the vintage metal ones. You would get the whole metal set, and there would be oh my gosh, these are so cool. Look, here you've got the tin and plastic dining sets. This is not the same. This is not a play set. Vintage Chilton toys, country kitchen, 62 piece. You have your food. There's nothing better than 16 pieces of vintage aluminum toy dishes. You will see these places and you won't realize that those are miniatures for kids because we see them so much, right? Antique Child's Little Red Riding Hood tin lithograph set. I have part of this set. I don't have the whole set. I'll hold on to some of these things for quite a while before I'll list them because I want to see if I can pick other pieces up. If I missed anybody else, your one that got away was a dollhouse, Broyhill, Brazilla. Oh, that set, the auction. Oh man. Yep. There's always something. The catalogs are absolutely collector's items. Absolutely. What else did I miss? Amazon has a Christmas wish book. You know what? Lego does too. And it's funny because I get 2 of them here for some reason. So Dren gets to keep one and the other one goes to it's my son, because he's always his partner. She's a Lego fanatic, which is great. She likes the plants and the cats and all that kind of stuff. So she and Dren get along pretty well. That's one thing last week's yard sale, but I probably should have looked at a big dollhouse and all the furniture. Yeah, not all the furniture is worth it, but some of it is, and really should look at the furniture, because some of the miniatures that are put in there, the kids or whoever it belonged to played with, aren't really dollhouse miniatures. Hi, Arthur. How are you? Welcome in. Aren't really dollhouse miniatures, but they're miniatures similar to this right here. I just sent Jan one of these little thimbles for because Jan collects thimbles. People will get these little pieces right here, right? And they will put them. How about the Tupperware? We're gonna go in. We're gonna talk about the children's Tupperware, but right now we're just talking about girls. Don't get in a huff now, because I'll tell you what. Dren had an IKEA kitchen set, and he had he loved that thing. When he got too big for it, it was painful. All right, now these are dollhouse size, 1/12 scale dollhouse, and they're and somebody made them. Like, there's the big set up there. These are dollhouse size. Intruder alert. What's up? You're eating my chicken? That's horrible. Get out of here.
I'm taking the child.
You have not hurt. You're taking the child?
No.
Oh, I don't know how long it's going to take me to get over that. About 12 seconds. You can take the chicken. You can take the donuts. Have any of you guys seen this? These little vintage, these are tiny. These are like the size for a Barbie, right? Have any of you guys seen any of these? I love these little handles. If you have not seen these handles in real life, they're never with the Corel. This handle right here will sell for anywhere between 10 and 20 bucks, depending on, but this handle is never with the Corel, but this is so that you can put it in the oven and take it out, and the little end of it twists. So if you go to an estate sale, look in I have a couple of them listed. Well, if I remember, I'll pull a real one up and show you that. But all of these little tiny pieces, they make them in so many different sizes. This is good. This is made by Chilton, and it's got the vintage Visions, right? Visions cookware and a Corel set. And you can tell what the size they are, because this little step thing that it's sitting on is what you would put in your cupboard to put your spices on, right? What time period is this stuff? This stuff right here is from the 70s. This stuff right here, 70s, 80s, I believe. Let's see if they've got it dated. Look, they've got it all. You name it. If they made it in an adult size, they probably made it in a kid size. Let's see if they put a date. The Visions came out. I'm trying to think. Visions came out in the late 80s, early 90s. It would. Yeah. The many of the little dishes that you see in all the Barbie stuff. Now, these ones that I'm showing you here are like a little kid would play with. That's these ones right here that I'm showing you. This stuff right here. These are the size that, your granddaughter or grandson would play with in their play kitchen, or at their little table with their dolls, right? But there are smaller ones that, like the Pyrex I just showed you. Chilton is the brand, Chilton Globe Children's Toys. This set has a little cooker and all of the aluminum. You know, you got your whole little set here. So you may only find one or two pieces. You may find a little piece like this. It may be in the kitchen. Who knows? Or that brown glass was glass bake. Some of it was glass bake, but that stuff right there was made, that I showed just a minute ago, was made to look like the Visions. It says that right here too. I think Pyrex Amber Visions. Yeah. And that's what size it is. So you got, you know, Chilton Globe. That's what it's going to say on the bottom. And these aren't going to be glass. They're plastic. Now they did, let's see. Let me get off of here. Oh man. Dang it. You guys saw. Right here. I don't know why this is not Pyrex. This is Acro Agate. Or this one might be Pyrex. Okay, here's a whole bunch of the children's stuff. This is Vintage Hazel Atlas. Every brand made these. These are a children's play set. $75. You got the creamer, the sugar, and the teacups, and then the little, what are the little salad, whatever. Hazel Atlas, Little Hostess Children's Play Set. Tea matching plates with 2 sets of creamer and sugar bowl retro holiday. I don't see, there's 1 set of creamer and sugar. It's just, I guess I haven't talked about these a lot because they're hard to find. Here's a 1920s Pyrex. I'm forever gonna look at that. Cover reproduction. Pyrexite. It's just going to show us the same thing over again. This would have been Mother's little, like Mother uses, manufactured by James A. Jobling and Co. Ltd. And they're just, all they're doing is selling the reproduction of the cover. That's pretty smart, actually. A lot of people do that. Jody does that too. So, and we can talk about, well, this is right here. Here's one of the little collectibles, miniature collectibles for boys and girls, but this one was more set up for boys, right? How often do you guys see these? This is not in amazing shape. I see so many people walk past stuff because the outside doesn't look good and it's missing a few things. Nobody cares. This is somebody's childhood. This is somebody's memory. Yeah, I think you did. What the what? Girl, how are you? Pretend food was one of the most fascinating things. Yeah, pretend hot dogs. You name it, all of it. They are, Jeremy. So $45, probably closer to $30, $35 on eBay. But this is, the inside of this is in really good condition. The outside may show worse for wear, but this is a metal box, you guys. It's not cardboard, it's metal, so that's rusted. But just because it looks tough on the outside doesn't mean it's not. Oh, have you guys ever seen these? This isn't a miniature thing, but has anybody ever seen these? It's either for baby bottles or regular bottles. I have 2 of these in my storage unit with the glass bottles in them, by the way. Every time I see one, I feel guilty, but it's not going anywhere. Glass baby bottles are a big thing too, since there's your freebies. There's your freebies for the night. I haven't done a freebie for a while. Yes, do that. Give me a jingle next week for sure. So if you don't know about glass baby bottles, well, that one's out. Vintage Little Deb lemonade set with original box. and stand. Hazel Atlas. Now I'm dying over the lamp back there. I'm not going to lie. That it might even be a lamp table. Wow. Anyway, but that's not what we're here to talk about. Look at this. Isn't that amazing? You got your 4 glasses in your little serving tray. And it looks actually like the box isn't in too horrible of condition. Northwestern Product Company, St. Louis, US of A. That had US of A would have been in the 50s, shortly after the war. Shh, don't tell people my secrets. Look at that. Isn't that adorable? Wouldn't you have loved to have had that to play with when you're a kid? And you know what? Little boys love this stuff too. They spend more time. Even the little boys who have stay-at-home daddies, right? There's a lot of families who mom leaves the house and goes to work, and dad stays home with the kids. But they help dad cook. And how are you supposed to teach your son to cook if you're not letting them, Dren, that was one of his most favorite toys. He had a Fisher-Price kitchen, and he was so mad at me. He was mad at me for a very long time that I got rid of that. But we just didn't have enough room for it. And we went to IKEA. I got him one of those little IKEA things, and my mom made him pot holders for, he had his own little setup. He had pot holders. He had the cookie. He had anytime we went to an estate sale and he found fake food, that kid had more stuff to cook in his fake kitchen, and he loved cooking in his fake kitchen. And then Grocery Gang was brought out. It was made by the same company that makes what's the other little ones, the little girl ones? They're still out. They're still making them. They don't make Grocery Gang anymore. Made by the same company. He had those everywhere. So this stuff is, oh man, here we go again. That stuff is big, and the boys too. So here's another set right here. Pyrex toys. Pyrex everything, and it came in all the colors. Chilton is the company that put out the most of them. Now here's the little ones that would have gone in for your dolls, Harry. These are the ones that you're going to see for your dolls. These little teeny tiny ones would have been in let's see if we can get this to open. This would have been for your Barbies or your dolls. See how tiny these are? These are Barbie size. And those are adorable. So if you see these pieces in mixed in with old Barbies and stuff like that, this is what they are. They weren't made for Barbies. Of course they would. That's right. Is Mia in here? Hi, Mia. I'm trying not to miss anybody, but I don't want to lose my train of thought either. So the prices on these are all over the place. And if you're lucky enough, look, okay, here's a set that was made for Barbie. This is the bridal set. Look at it even. Oh man, I would die to have this set. It's all the orange colors. Barbie bridal set. And here's one right here that is Barbie and Midge. And this has got the cornflower blue, the toast, the toaster, all of this stuff. This is a thing that I don't think a lot of people really know about. So this is why I'm sharing. I want my stairs to look like that. Pinterest is a bad place. Oh, is that teamy? Oops, sorry. Ooh, I can't handle that site. So not only do they have the micro ones for the Barbies, but they also have the bigger ones for the kids. I want this one. If anybody sees it, let me know. I need this one for not going to have any more grandkids. What do I need it for? I need it because it's cool. That's why. All right. What I want to look at here now is to show you guys, for those of you that don't know, and if you think that I'm not going to talk about Tupperware, you are wrong. So let's look at this vintage. Can't remember exactly what it's called, but this will get us there. Okay, these are the sets that this set right here would have come out when I was a kid, and this would have come out in the, I was born in 67. These are the 70s colors. I actually had this set. I do believe that my mom has most of this set. The kids play with it every time they go. If you don't know about Tupperware mini, this is the mini serve it set. They also had the mini baking set, which comes with the cake taker, a bowl, the rolling pin, the server, all of this stuff. They had a lot of different. Now this colorway is from the 70s. So here's the miniature baking set, and it would have had a lot of people see these and they think that they're horse divorce makers, which you can absolutely use them. But this particular one came with the baking set. So you had your pastry sheet here, and you had your bowl and your mix and serve. I think that mix and serve came with a lid, but I don't remember. It doesn't look like it did there. And if you look here, you see it also came with a cookbook and their spatula. So it was just exactly like the big set. Well, you wouldn't get a big set of it. This would have been the 80s version. See the colors? And then this one would have been the 90s version. Here you have a Farberware. Hey, boatman, where are you? I see somebody talking to you. How are you? I can't help but talk about Tupperware. I love Tupperware. And guess what? They claim bankruptcy. They're filing for bankruptcy. So I have a lot of Tupperware. This would have been the 90s, 2000 era. No, this didn't come with it. No, this didn't come with it. And no, this didn't come with it. They just added that all in to make a nice little play set, which was very kind of them. This is not, this, and this did not come with this set. This was a giveaway, a hostess giveaway. This was a hostess giveaway. This was a hostess giveaway. We're not going to get into how I know that. Same with this. All those stuff were great, though. They're great for the kids. You have that set. I love this stuff. All of this stuff right here, every single piece in here you would have gotten if you went to a party. This is a cheese slicer, right? You slice your cheese, you pick it up with the little pokey things if you're being fancy at a party. This is your lettuce core. This is the infamous, everybody wants to have it, orange peeler, orange citrus peeler, right? I could tell you what everything is here, but we don't need to. This is a back scratcher, aka an iced teaspoon. Anyway, so this is actually, I think, really cheap. I would never sell this cheap, but that's who I am. Lots of useful things here. This is an egg separator, right? Crack your egg into here. The whites go out the edges, and the yellow, the yolk stays in there. You mean the late 1900s? That's right. Okay, what else? Tupperware had other. Let's see if I can find. This one would have been a Christmas edition special that came out, aka the colors on it. Other things that, here's another set. This came out because they probably had a. This is when the That's a Bowl came out. That's a bowl. You had the big bowl that everybody knows about. You used it to throw up and do whatever. Then they came out with the That's a Bowl. So they have the That's a Bowl in like 3 different sizes. It's in a regular, and they call it the way to tell the difference between this bowl right here and the That's a Bowl is the little handle on it, right? And then they had a mega that's a bowl. So these different colorways came out because they had some kind of special promotion going on. Like here's kids baking set. This one has that's the bowl scraper is kind of cool. So you'll see the different colorways only because it was different time frames that they made these. And so they made all kind. Here's some different colored ones. They made all kinds of different colors. So you will see them in different colors. Don't think they're fake. Here's another one. They made this for springtime something. Who knows? All right. What was the other one? The other thing, while we're on children's Tupperware, vintage Tupperware, oh, I don't need that. Yepper. If you guys don't know about these, we'll talk about them right now. Tupper toys. Tupper toys are a thing. These guys right here, this is the whole set. They came apart in pieces, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you could put the elephant's head on the giraffe's body and vice versa with the dog. This is Noah's Ark, and it came with 2, 4, 6 animals. And if you ever see these weird, let's open this up. Or maybe we won't. I guess I have to actually click the button. If you ever see these weird, did they even take them out? They look like Fisher Price, but they're not. They're Tupper toys. They'll say on them somewhere Tupperware. And these right here could be used for Play-Doh. They could be used for cookie cutters. And they had, I saw it back here just a second ago. This one. I've owned them all. That shapes dodecadendron. I'm sure I've never lost a finger. Okay, see these guys? This one you don't see very often. Little Tuppers, it's called. But they're a Tupper toy. You can see down here. I haven't seen this one for a long time. So when you see these little guys and gals that are hollow like this, they kind of look like Fisher Price, but they look like Fisher Price screwed up. They're Tupper toy people. They had the ball with the Shapo toy. And they have that many pieces as well. So the Shapo toy right here, the Shapo, that's it. That's what you're talking about, right? This comes in several pieces, but this is the original colors. Yep. That thing is, I have a couple of them. And they have a little elastic piece in them, but see now here you're seeing someone has some of these Tupper toys. And this would have been a ladder to get into the boat, rock the boat. A lot of people like to use this little Tupperware pitcher for orange juice or cream in the refrigerator. They like to take the cream out of the cardboard container that it came in. So not necessarily just for kids, but yeah, Tupperware. This one was a big one too. You take this screw off. There's a long plastic nut or bolt in here, and this all falls apart. And then you have to put it back together, and then you could pull it, and the wheels were off center, so it would do this while it was doing that. And then this one, I haven't seen this one in a long time. And this wasn't even put together. 1965 Tupperware toys. Tupper toys build fun. And this right here. All right. You will find these all over the places. Good luck finding these little pieces. My mother has the whole set. Guess where she got it from? These pieces come apart. And inside each one of them is a corresponding. This would be a lion, so it would have been in the L, so on and so forth. And there's 26 of them, and there's 26 figurines. And it's very difficult to find them all with, I bet she doesn't have all of the She doesn't have all of the blocks. And then you could take these blocks and interlink them together. Dren will still play with these to this day. Yep. Anyway, so if you ever see these, now you know what they are. Let's see. They will have the big D and the little D. That's the dog. Dog went in that one. It'll have the picture of the dog. So it'll have the D and it'll have the picture. That's the Tupper toy blocks. And then these are amazing. So sometimes they would sell them in with this case, and they would sell a set of them, but they have the holiday ones here. There's a set of holiday ones, and then they have the alphabet. So Tupper toys, everything, and this comes in different colors too. You'll see them in different colors. All right. Did we get our Tupperware fill? I think that's it for the major Tupperware toys that you guys may or may not know about. Yep. That's what they are. So if you have questions about Tupperware toys, you can just type in Tupperware toys, or you can type in Tupper toys, and they sell them everywhere. Poshmark, Mercari, eBay, all that stuff. All right. Let's talk about some vintage little boy collectibles. And I just want to show you, those of you that know me know I grew up on a working dairy farm. And we grew almost all of the food for our animals. In the height of the day, we milked 200 cows twice a day. It could have been 210, 220. I mean, if my sister and brother could tell you more, because I didn't do a lot of the milking, even though my brother was. Oh, hey, they even have miniature. I might have some Tupperware hanging around. I just saw that in the background. They even have the miniature. These are the people sizes, right? It's very hard to find a whole set. I didn't do a lot of the milking because I was super allergic to the cows, and between the moisture and all of that, my brother was too, but he apparently had more stamina than I did. But he was my oldest brother. But this was Justin's, my oldest boy's. Let's see if I can pick it up here. I don't have anything to set it on. So this is how it worked, and you can tell. Here's the tractor. It's missing its cap. There's the tractor. This is the chopper. It would have had a blower that came out right here. And behind that, this was how it was done old school. Behind that would be the feeder wagon, the wagon. And the chopper would chop straight into the wagon. Then you could drop that, or this is how we did it a lot too. The tractor and the blower would be aimed that way, and my mom or one of us, as we got older, or one of my cousins would be driving the truck beside it, and we would be driving right alongside, and my dad would be chopping, and it would be blowing into the truck. So either grass silage or corn silage. Anyway, that was Justin's Dren's dad, who was just here a little bit ago, and I usually keep it right up there. It needs to be dusted off. Apparently, he doesn't either. He sees it when he walks in, but he could have it whenever he wants. But I just kind of keep it there. It gives me a little reminder of the farm. So, little boys' toys. Was I sharing? Yeah, I had to have been. I'm horrible. Some of the stuff that they really put out there for little boys were tool sets, right? You have a tool set just like Dad's, and so many different ones. And they're cool. Let's look at this one. This is really cool. The model tool chest for boys. You would think it would be invaluable, sold for, it'll tell me in a minute. Look at all that cool stuff. Got a mallet. This stuff, there's no way this is just the tool chest. Somebody put these tools in here because this is not a little kid's tool piece. And there's magnets. There's letters. There's wooden blocks. All kinds of cool stuff in here. So tool sets, and not only that, but the newer ones, the newer tool sets. Let's look at this. Miniature Ideal. Ideal made a lot of these. This is the whole set, man. You guys, you got a router. You got a couple of drills. Somebody wants to buy something. If I don't take that off of there, let's see. You guys, this is hilarious. That's listed for $12, and that's listed for $12.97, and they want to buy it for $12.97 is a deal breaker, which I don't care. I just think it's funny when people send offers like that. All right, these are cool. Doesn't even look like they were ever used. 1969. Actually plugs in. That's kind of scary. Probably wouldn't have been used at my house either, but by me. Anyway, there you go. Ideal Toy Company. Let's see if we've got power. I want to see where they have their sticker. Ideal Toy Company made a lot of this kind of stuff. It does look like Makita, doesn't it? Just not the right color. Or Sears. So, oh, over here. Ideal, there's more Ideal. Okay, we want out of that one. A set of Marx toys. Marx, please tell me that you know about Marx, and if you don't, you probably want to go do some research on Marx, period, because they didn't just make tools. As a matter of fact, I didn't even know that they made the tools. Marx toys are everything. The miniature lead, the miniature G.I. Joes and Indians, you know, that you play at the little plastic cowboys and Indians. So here's a set of a tool set. This one is mysteriously missing the blade. Probably a good thing. Little micrometer. That's cool. The boys have to have, and you know what? These aren't just for boys, right? They're universal. Marx had some great toys. They absolutely did, Amy. I agree with you 100%. I don't want to pull that one up because I want to pull, here we go. Skill mini wind-up power tools. Oh boy, that he's having fun with that. Those were cool. And let's get out of here. See if they have any more different ones. Black & Decker made them. That, I don't know that I've ever seen the mini kids miniature power tools that were electric that you could actually use. Here's the standard boys tool chest. Wow, that's cool. Harry, you should look for some of these. There's a plumb bob, but not as nice as the plumb bob that was in that other set. That's a nice little set. It's even got some bolts. It's got your drill here. Oops, sorry. I can't be left alone with a mouse, you guys. Of course, you guys know that this is not a children's tool chest. This is a machinist chest. If you see one of these and they're cheap, you better snatch that sucker up. Don't ask questions. Don't ask why. Don't ask where. Buy it and leave. Yeah, the saws are cool. Hi, Marie. That's all right. Oh, I find not surprised about that at all. Okay. Let's go. Oh, it's not gonna. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see if it'll go back to where that was. How far down? Nope. I'm gonna go one more. I love me some. Can't remember what page that was on, but it should have been here. All right. Well, we'll just look here. I loved the picture that they had up for that. So, as you guys all know, I just showed you the John Deere one. Everybody knows about the Tonka trucks. Everybody in my day, they had the is this even going to show the pictures that I want? No. Irritating. Let's see if it'll bring it back up, because it was in this. That's going to irritate me. Okay. Miniature. Boys miniature. Let's see if it does this. Okay, here we go. Man, the old, see, this is how they're making them now. These were the real ones. Okay, that's a new one. That's not all metal like these. I don't even see an old raunchy one like what we had. These are all in pretty good shape. You'll see them everywhere though. The old Tonka trucks. Heck yeah. Who didn't want these? We had so much fun with the Tonka trucks, and it was like, we had the there's a garbage truck. This kid's dad or grandpa could be a garbage truck driver. Maybe your dad or grandpa was a concrete man. Maybe they hauled cattle and that kind of stuff. The kids love these, boys and girls. Love these things. All of this stuff. Here you got Legos in on it. Lego is in, not Legos. Same thing. So it's irritating me that picture. Here we go. This. Here we go. It's old Tonka trucks. Here's my childhood with my brothers right here in all of these old Tonka trucks. People don't care if they're rusted and beat up. Of course, if you can find them in amazing condition, that's even better, right? I'll take one of these in a hot second. I'll put some flowers or something in the back of it, put that right out in my yard. Yep. What'd you do, Jan? What did I miss? Hauled rocks and dirt. We had a hill in the back. We'd ride those suckers down that hill, especially in the snow. Oh, heck yeah. Yep. Had that. We had these. We had all of this stuff. I had 3 brothers. My sister was 6 years older than me. I spent a lot of time playing with my brothers. So, and my cousins. All of this stuff. Here we go. Here's a good picture of all of them. So these were, even though we had Barbies for the girls and the toys and all of that, right? These little miniature things for boys were great. Now, another thing, because I had a landscaping business and I had 2 grandchildren who came with me a lot. I think they have all of this stuff, all of this for kids. They have the weed eaters. Go, you go, girl. They have the weed eaters. They have the of course they're not real, right? You do know that. They have the miniature battery operated. And they sound, Dren had one of these. Oh, he had more fun with the little, here's a whole set. He had more fun with this stuff. He thought he was something else. The miniature wheelbarrows, the miniature garden tools, all of that stuff. Here's a whole set, Husqvarna. Now these are the newer ones, right? But they had the older ones too. So I'm just giving you an idea. Backpack blower for kids. Heck yeah! Sign me up. New trend of restoring these. The rustier, the better. Hey, Josh, how you doing, buddy? Hope things are going well for you. Thanks for popping in. So all of this stuff, that's a real working one, by the way, you guys. This isn't a toy. This is really a real one. But they do make them smaller. It was amazing when they finally came out with a backpack blower that weighed less, that you could start from down here for women, because every time you turn your backpack blower off, you had to take it off, set it down on the ground, and start it like this. And let me just tell you something. After the 7th or 8th time, it wasn't. Here we go. Here's a miniature still battery operated chainsaw with the noise and everything. It's just a kid's toy, or maybe you need it for your Halloween party for Jason. Gotta run. You can Uber me some dinner. That'd be great. Thanks. Love ya. Metal hammers. Yep. You're a sucker for minis. I know. Me too. All right. What else do you guys? What else do you have in your head that you think might have been a great? I couldn't even spell. I did not even spell still correctly. Oh, you know what? I think they have Snap-on tools for kids. If they have it for adults, they have it for kids. They have the toolboxes. Here we go. Now, Harry, are you still here? Harry had one. Sushi's on its way. We almost had that for lunch today. Harry had a set that he showed. The backpack blower would always suck my shirt in. Just shred it. I've had that happen. Harry has some of these. Are more for kids because they're plastic. But Harry had one that was actually metal and gold, and it was a really nice set. Is this a real one? Yeah, this is more like what Harry had. So if you see these out and about, you see the price on that, that might be brand new, but they're out there, and some of them are gold trimmed. So these miniature things for kids. Now, a lot of people say these are more for adults than they are for kids. I don't care who they're for. They're cool. If you're an adult, you were a kid once, right? The other thing that was big time, I'm looking to see. Oh, yep. See, here you go. You can have your mini pit toolbox. Snap-on kids gift workbench. What kid wouldn't want that? I'll take one. I'll take one. Mini everything is cool. I agree. Plus Craftsman toys. Yep. All the here's a nice set. That's not an old set. Here we go. That's not an old set either. This is basically the same thing as this. Is you got your tire. This is a car workshop. Yep, you got your lift, you got your engine hoist, you got your engines. Where's the car? You got your your acetylene and all of that. There's your jack, there's your oil, there's your oil separator. everything. I'll have to kill you if you want to know how I know all this stuff. I was looking to see maybe if I'd have put vintage in. Let's do that. That's what we want to look. We want to look at some of these. Okay, here's my first Craftsman tool kit. Man, that's an amazing shape. 40 pieces. What do we got here? Micro toys on the same, like you would use these wouldn't necessarily be dollhouse. That's what they're calling them, right? Somebody who does trains, HO trains. I mean, you could use this for your garage or whatever if you wanted to in your dollhouse, but you're going to see more of this stuff. 1/6 scale set of 12 Craftsman tools. That's cool. Somebody help me. She needs the beer in that mug is what she really needs. I think you would see these more in a this is cracking me up. I think you would see this more in a train setup, right? Like that last listing said, dioramas, right? This thing just will not go away, and it's not a rare find, and I'm not going to buy it. Every time I click into Etsy, it's there. I showed it too many times, I guess. So there are just as many. Oh man, there are just as many cool older toys. Look at that. Would you look at that? It's even got the little measuring tape and the carpenter's belt, all of that. This is cool. People love this stuff. Micro toys. Do you guys remember these? That not only did they have micro machines, but they had the micro toys. So these are tiny, 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 like the size of a Matchbox car, tiny. All right. What else? That's the Tupper toys. Oh, wait a minute. I have a list. Any tool sets, kitchen play sets, Tupperware Grill, Pyrex, Akro Agate. Oh, we could do this. Kind of sort of covered it. You would think that some of these would go for a lot more money than they do. They just do not. Even the fancy ones, right? Like here's the Acro Agate ones might, they just don't, and it's sad. The lusterware, it's so beautiful to look at, but people are tired of it, so they're not buying it. But these little miniature children's tea sets, that one's in amazing condition. You see them all over the place. You see this lusterware, this particular color of lusterware almost I see it almost everywhere. Let me correct myself here. But you're gonna have this in every brand. Vintage milk glass fired on paint child's tea set. They obviously don't know what brand it is. So that's okay. Not everybody wants to spend the time and do the work to figure out what they have. It used to really, really bother me. And now it's kind of like, you can't help everybody, right? Here's a beautiful set. Probably never, ever got to be touched by a child. That would be my guess. Because number one, it's bisque. Bisque does not have a glaze on it at all. And it's not rough, but it's kind of rough to the touch. And it's not smooth. So sitting here on these things, if you've ever touched bisque, porcelain bisque, or porcelain bisque isn't as bad as just ceramic bisque, but it's not smooth. There's no glaze on it whatsoever. Let's see if a lot of these things. This one's tiny, tiny, teeny tiny. This would have gone in for a Barbie or a small doll, right? And then you have, let's see if they've got, this is that same one that lady just was showing. This is Hazel Atlas. I don't know if we looked at this one or if I was going to use it for a thumbnail. And then you have, here's Occupied Japan Gaudy Blue Willow set. That's hilarious. Tells you how they feel about it. You can get a fantastic set of kids' Lusterware for cheap right now. Oh, yeah. If you can get it and you can pick it up and you have a place to put it and put it away for a while, they will come back, just like everything else. Afternoon tea porcelain. These are tiny. These are the ones that you're going to, they're the Janies that you're going to put. I don't know why she's calling that Lusterware. That is not Lusterware, but hey, more power to her if she can sell it as that. I gotta let something go, you guys, and I can't get upset anymore over somebody not knowing what they have. This is amazing. It's still got the who made this? Ideal. That does not surprise me. It still has the napkins. It's got the whole set. I would almost rather, personally, as a kid, I'd have rather had this one. Box has been been taped the heck up, but who cares? Looks like everything's there. Pretty stinking cool. All this stuff. What do we got here? Their homespun tea set. Wow. I know it sounds like I've never seen. Oh my gosh, Gotti. It may seem like I've never seen any of this stuff before. Obviously I have, or we wouldn't be talking about this, but I feel like there are, you will find Holly Hobby. This isn't Holly Hobby, right? You'll find Holly Hobby sets. You'll find Precious Moments. You'll find Goebel, all of that, Strawberry Shortcake, Barbie, anything that was anything. Here we go. Oh, wow. Toy tea set. Wow, this is amazing right here. Anything. If they made it in a big size, and I'm pretty sure I said this when I did my miniature set, if they made this in a big size, they made it in a small size, and then they made it in a smaller size. So you could have it for your child to play with, and your child could have it for the child and the dolls to play with. And they didn't just have girly little, like miniature Holt Howard. Oh my gosh. Are you kidding me? All right. Snap out of it, Noel. They didn't just have, what did they have for boys in this stuff? Every time I type G.I. Joes in, I want to put a J in. They had all the goods. They had all the goods for the boys, just like they had for the Barbies. So they didn't just have, here's his foot locker. Here's all of his weapons necessary. That's a screaming deal right there. They had the helicopters, right? They had the toys. They had the, here we go. They had the houses for them, just like they had the houses for the Barbies. And then you could use some of those little, dishes and stuff for the G.I. Joes. They had to eat too. Even if it was fake. Oh, who asked it? How to tell what plastic animals are valuable. Hang on a second here. Okay, wait a minute. We got this right here. Let me go here. Let me go. I've been busy, you guys. Let's see if I can get. I don't know exactly what the title of my listing is. I have 4,600 listings. Let's see. Okay. These ones right here are worth some money. These are called they're titled RAE. And let's see how good I got. I did. Those are pretty good pictures, I have to say. Look at that. I should have turned it more. RAE 1972 Hong Kong. Any of these animals that have Hong Kong on them, those are older. Those Hong Kong is going to be 60s, 70s, I think. Is that right, Amy? 60s, 70s. And then anything that's Mark's brand. Here, these are not Mark's brand, but Mark's made a lot of these. I will pull some of these up and show you guys. We all played with these when we were little. I don't care how old you are. Sometimes by brand and quality of plastic. Also, if they're articulated, if they are Schleck. Okay, these are Schleck Smurfs, all the Smurfs, but that's the brand, and they were made in Germany. Peo Toys. I think they were made in Germany. But you also have the Schleck. Hang on. Germany. You also have the Schleck horses. So you'll see these horses. If they're not Breyer, they're probably Schleck. They can go for some good money. Obviously, they have he's bow-legged. He's got some problems. Some of these ones right here, if you ever find these, man, I found a bunch of them one time. If you guys have a Once Upon a Child in your area, they usually have toys there too. But if you just Google in your area children's clothing resale places, they will have toys. You want to go look at the toys at those places, because you can find some really good toys. It doesn't matter what Schlecht had. Schlecht animals, they have everything, and they're all made. Almost all the Schlecht animals are made in Germany. Some of them are worth more money than others, depending on the age, depending on the size, depending on how many of them they made. They had dinosaurs, you name it, all of this stuff. So, and this is how you will see them if you're buying them new at the store. I've bought at estate sales where they never took. So there's your, I don't even probably have them spelled right. There's your, I should probably do that. I might have better luck. Yeah, I don't have it spelled right. So if this is what's coming up with them being spelled wrong, that's hilarious. Let's go over here and look at some solds. Some of the ones in China, some of the older ones from China, actually sell pretty well too. $950 for this. I probably have this many Smurfs. You guys don't, come on, crop your pictures. All of this stuff. These ones right here. This This has got the whole little plastic play set, and this would have come in a plastic bag, a plastic hang bag. They might very well have. You remember these? He's got all the little pieces. The Schleck African watering hole, sold it for $239. And then we can look at let's do this. I have to be able to spell. My mind is not allowing that. So this is Marks. How do you know? How do you tell? These Marks play sets can go for, look at, it doesn't matter. The box does not matter. This should be marked. There's all, look at, you guys, all of these little dinky donkey plastic animals that you're not looking at because they're stupid. Okay. Where is the Marks mark? Brontosaurus, 70 feet long. I guess you just got to know that this one is Marks. Looks like the dog ate the homework. I didn't see the Marks mark on that, but that doesn't mean anything. It's probably exactly PL749. Somewhere on here there's a marking, and they just may very well not be showing it to us because I don't see anywhere on this dinosaur. Do you guys? Do you have a preferred Schleck ID site? I have the Breyer site. Yeah, go ahead, link it in. Link anything helpful. I didn't put any links up, you guys. Sorry. I may come back and do it, but no promises. The Flintstones by Marks. Here's a whole set. Let's see. Let's see if they were kind enough to show us the Marks. The Marks marked. These are tiny ones. Boy, I hate white backgrounds with purple passion. They just kill your eyes. They do have markings on them. Let's see if these guys were kind enough to show us their markings. And it doesn't matter, honestly. Look at, here's a Blue Circus Ringmaster. Marks toys were made of plastic. They were made of lead. These guys aren't going to show us anything either. That is, you guys, this elephant right here looks like the ears move. You will find quite a few articulated animals like this. Let's see if this guy. There has to be somebody out there that's as nice as me that shows. I mean, maybe that's just it. Maybe that's how they're identifying 50 feet long, because I don't see Tyrannosaurus. Let's see if the horse is marked. The horse is marked. Lewis Marks. See that right there? Now, the Breyer horse mark is very similar to that too. Very, very similar to that. Isn't Marks a little M in a circle? That's what I thought. Well, see how this one is, Mike? This is nice too because it has the date there. So you can date it. That's what I thought too, Mike. Let's see if it's on this guy. Maybe not all of the Mark stuff has it, but I know that we had these same dinosaurs. Everybody's had these dinosaurs to play with, whether they were at their house or they were at a friend's or they were at the church or they were at daycare. I so totally remember stepping on these. That were my kids. Okay. This one's got a mark right there. That's just saying what it is. So that one does too. That one does too. So I don't know. That could be a way to tell right there if they're right there on the foot, maybe. Because there's a circle there, a circle there. I don't know. Interesting. You know what? A lot of people are doing with these too. This isn't a new thing either. Yeah, they're taking them and let's see if I can find this. Hilarious. I have one right here. It's not can you see that bag? It's hanging on it. That one's actually an IKEA one, but oh, I spelled that wrong. They're taking the dinosaurs and they're cutting them up. Oh, it should pop up something from, yeah, see this? This is the thing. Find your dinosaurs. They're cutting them in half. And they're mounting them on wood and they're making coat hangers. They've been doing this for a long time. Same here. Just the plastic dinosaurs. Jewelry. Yep, all that stuff. This is kind of cool. Belt hanger. So anyway, there you have it. They sell for money. So when you see, if you're a bins digger or if you're even at grandma's house is the estate sale, right? For me, grandma's house is the estate sale. There's always a toy box. There's always a toy box. I don't know. They're cool. Dinosaurs are cool. And you could do all kinds of stuff to them and they would always survive, or they melted. And then you just hosed them off and you could find them 10 years later and you could still hose them off. I can't remember how many of my brother's toys I found when I took the bushes out of the front of the house at the farm. There was GI Joes, the old ones, and Matchbox cars and dinosaurs and cowboys and Indians. Yeah, down in the dirt, way down, because those bushes got planted in like 1977, something like that. There's a lot of stuff, dinosaur bottles, dinosaur rocks. Anyway, so little kids miniatures that were just like mommies and daddies. If mommy had something, they made miniatures of it for your daughter or your son or whoever. It's grandma. If daddy or grandpa had it, they made a miniature of it for the kids. And I know that there was no difference in what we played with, boy or girl, on the farm, because it didn't matter. There were some things that I couldn't do. I didn't have the strength. Girls do not have the strength that boys do. We are not built with the upper body strength that men do. So if you think that you can do everything that a guy can do, because you can't consistently do it. And I would tell people that, all the gals that worked with me at Freightliner all the time, you can do that job. You cannot do it consistently for a long time if you want to be able to move and have a decent life as you get older. Because if it's not, prove a point, go learn the job is what I would tell them. I'll approve the overtime. Go down there, learn the job. Say you know how to do it. You can come in and do it on overtime or stay after or come in early. And it's not a job that you want to do every day. And, it's not a job guys should do every day. Yep. We're going to go all the way back to lead and tin soldiers. I'm not going to go back to the lead and the tin soldiers. but Mark's made a lot of those lead and tin soldiers. Mark's. Good night, Harry. Have a great rest of your night, and I hope you have a good time tomorrow. Are you yard selling? I usually catch your yard sale videos. I gotta have you on too, because we never did get to do our teacups. Harry and I got to do teacups. So there. I mean, I can't give you everything. Bang bang, can't give you everything. But I give you a lot right here in this to get your mind going right. So I love you guys. I'm out of here. I got about 500 ties sorted today, and I got to go take pictures of them and get them listed because I'm sick of looking at them. But have a great weekend. If you're going sourcing, I wish you great luck. Salesman samples, you know it. Love you guys. Talk to you later. Bye.